Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues or smoke old stogies I have found. Short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, the king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of the names, every handout in every town, and every lock that's not locked when no one's around. I say, trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no food, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of bush and broom buys an 8 to 12 bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay again. I had a little meltdown last week, and anybody that says that guys don't help guys, fuck you. um, Last week, I wound up with about a half a dozen guys that I basically barely know that wound up babysitting me, making sure I didn't do something stupid. I'm having some trouble with this, but I have got myself a mental health case manager, and I got an appointment Monday, and I'm going to start getting some of this shit sorted out. But for right now, I'm doing okay. I'm back in the park. It's a beautiful day today. Nice and warm. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Things are going at the speed of glacier here, which, I mean, you're dealing with government bureaucracy, so yeah, things are going to move at the speed of glacier. One of the things that I suspect I need is a little bit of closure, and we'll get to that a little bit later. My little NAWALT is just exactly the fucking same as every other woman out there. She does not have an appreciation, a sense of consequence, because she has no consequences. I'm going to rent her some. I think I'm probably going to do a live stream for that and invite her to show up, because that promises to be extra fun. Well, at least for me, it's going to be extra fun. But she left some stuff behind in her haste to kick me to the curb that I'm pretty sure that she didn't intend to leave behind. And, yeah, we're going to have some fun with that. Basically, she screwed up a good chunk of my life, and she informed me, just like she was reading off a restaurant menu, absolutely no emotion, totally blank expression, basically like it meant nothing to her. And I'm pretty convinced that it doesn't mean a thing to her, because there are no consequences for her. I'm going to get her some consequences. She fucked up a big chunk of my life. I'm going to return the favor. Well, we're going to save that for another episode. I want to make sure that all my shit is tightly wrapped. And I want to make sure that I'm back on my feet and good to go. So it's just going to be a surprise when it happens. I promise that I'm going to announce it in plenty of time. Anybody who wants to join the live stream can. I promise lots of drama. There's going to be lots of drama associated with that. And at least it's going to be fun for me. What can I say? So, anyway, let's see. Stupid things I've done last week. Locked my keys in the locker. Yeah, I had a padlock with only one key. Went into my locker to get something. Absentmindedly left my keys in the locker, closed it, and padlocked it. Yay! So I had to go down and scrape together another cheap padlock. And being a new padlock, it came with 2 keys. So at least I'm protected from my own stupid for, well, the foreseeable future, at least as far as my locker is concerned. And other than that, yeah, I have kept my stupid to a minimum this past week. Stupid light. Local library had a book sale, and I ended up picking up a couple of books. One of them is on radio frequency and digital electronics theory. I need to dust my shit off, because it's been a while since I've designed a circuit. And I want to make sure that I've got all my ducks in a row. I want to get it right the first time. I now have a viable plan B. One of my boots had a big ass hole in the side of it. The leather is just old, and the leather cracked there. It's a particularly vulnerable spot. Expensive ass boots 20 years ago when I bought them, but you know, I worked better when I was 20 years younger too. So one of the guys at the shelter knows a guy that sells leather goods, and he hooked me up, got me a couple of leather straps and a couple of saddle needles and some thread, wax thread, and I patched my boot. I actually put a strip of leather over the crack and sewed it in. It actually looks pretty good. Then I used the remainder of the leather to put a hand grip on my cane, and that came out really nice too. I had basically a string wrap on there before, basically to give my hand something to grip onto. You know, I'd be out walking, and the wood is all varnished on this thing, so you know, my hand would get sweaty, and it would slip on the cane, which is no fun. And consequently, I wound up gripping the cane harder than I should, and you know, my hand would wind up all sore and even bruised in spots from pushing against that wood real hard. And now I've got a really comfy, non-slip grip, and it's actually pretty damn attractive. guys were giving me all kinds of shit at the center when I had it string wrapped, because string gets dirty after a little while, and they were making fun of my pimp cane. Ain't nobody making fun of it now. not now. It's all good now. Actually had some interest in the possibility of me selling leather goods, because I used to do that when I was a kid. I did a little bit more than dabbling in putting leather together. It was a lot of fun. So there's a possibility of doing that as a sideline. A couple of weeks ago, I joined up with the creative writing group that they do here. They got a lot of programs that don't have anything actually to do with what getting you a place and like that. They have programs that are just basically to stimulate your mind, which I think is outstanding. One of them is a creative writing group, and I started writing a short story in that group, and it's it's a writing group, but we don't write as a group. We just write individually and share what we've done. So it's a writing group in the same sense that you could have a group that sits around and knits. Everybody does their own shit, but then everybody goes, "Hey, look what I did." Well, it's the same sort of thing. The guy that leads the creative writing group is a teacher at UC, I think. He hooked me up with a local guy that does publishing for unknown authors. Basically, first time authors, nobodies, and I certainly qualify. But I've almost got this the short story finished, and it's a sci-fi horror in the tradition of H.P. Lovecraft. Been a H.P. Lovecraft fan since I was like 13, and I can emulate his writing style, which is actually real popular with like August Darlith Publishing and that kind of publishing house, where they look for that original style, that flavor of sci-fi horror. Well, this guy told me that my my little short story here needs to be published, and I'm just doing this for fun. I've got other stuff that I want to work on. Right now, I'm having a really hard time doing that. I'm trying to write 2 books, but right now I need to get a few more nuts and bolts fastened down a little bit more firmly. Get my thoughts a little bit more organized before I can do that effectively. And this is just for fun, but it's getting my head into a place where I can write, where I can. It's like it's an exercise. It's an exercise. I'm getting my head exercised to do writing again, and I think the reason that it's working is because this is a no pressure thing. This is just for fun, but it's also cathartic. It's just it's fun and it feels good, and I feel a sense of accomplishment in doing it. And so now the guy that leads the group says, "Oh, you need to publish that." I got another 2,000 words or so to go before it's all tied up and finished. But I think I'm going to get that published. And he gave me the name of this guy that does first-time publishing for first-time authors. So I'm going to go do that. That might also be a good sideline You know, just when I'm not doing anything else and I'm just writing for fun, you know, it doesn't have to make a lot of extra money, but if it brings in a few bucks here, a few bucks there, that could be really cool. I'd just be making a couple of bucks doing something that I enjoy. And selling motor controllers and all kinds of gigas for mobility devices, and I don't know, maybe even some kink shop leather stuff, because I can do that too. Nothing preventing me right now other than not having my own place. Um, so yeah, gradually things are coming back in line. I am hoping now. It looks like everything is on track. That yeah, 4 to 6 weeks, probably a good time frame. I'll probably be out of here, back on my feet. Now, I'm still going to need some help with my head for a while. Yeah, this whole thing has really messed some shit up upstairs, and my baggage no longer fits in the overhead compartment. Um, but that's okay because I'm in a program now that it's not going to matter when I get my own place. I'm not going to wind up getting dumped out of that just because I got my own place, and it will be graduated scale kind of thing. If I start making money enough above and beyond my living expenses, then yeah, they'll start charging me, but they'll start charging me something that I can afford to keep getting help. Um, that's that's the news as it stands at the moment. And then once I do get my own place, I'm gonna have a big old party. I don't care if I have to serve oatmeal. I'm gonna have a big old party. Okay, not oatmeal, chips. I don't know. I'll find something. I'll fix something. It'll be good. And a lot of guys from the center here are going to wind up getting invited because I've got some good friends here now. I mean, that's weird. I've been here for 5 weeks, I think. I lose track. Yeah, I got some buddies here, and actually, I've got one buddy that just got his own apartment a couple of days ago, and he's off fixing his life up. But we exchanged phone numbers. We're going to keep in touch. He's getting invited to this party too because he's been kind of he's propped me up. I've propped him up. We prop each other up. Somebody has a weakness, somebody else steps in and fills it. And we don't even have to ask each other. Anybody that anybody that has those resources, anybody that has that knowledge or that particular talent that the other one needs at the moment, somebody steps up. This is actually a community. And it's not actually a community because of the center itself. Center is sort of a nexus. It's yeah. I'm sorry about the background noise. I came out to the park because it was all nice and quiet. So yeah, it's all nice and quiet and very well kept and very pretty. And so of course, as soon as I started recording, somebody came out to make it pretty by running a damn lawnmower. Yeah, there's an irony in there somewhere, but anyway, I'm all good for the moment. And when I get back on my feet, I'm going to get some closure. Gonna have a big old live stream party, and I'm gonna invite my little NAWALT to join in the live stream. She probably isn't gonna have a whole lot to say, but the listening part is gonna be a lot of fun. Until then, or until next week, or whenever I get around to making another video, it could be tomorrow, I don't know. You guys take care of each other, and you have a good one. Gotta be better than mine. Bang.